Hello, what is going on YouTube? And this is, oh, you guessed it, this is vlog number 1. Alright, and I do apologize for the lateness for this. I wanted to release this on Japs' birthday, but either Mother Nature or Storm decided that they had other plans, and they were like, fuck you, and they just sent a tornado. Town got hit. Power was out, internet was out for 3 days. I believe that's a good enough excuse. But anyway, on to the main topic. The reason why, at least myself, or why a lot of people love Julianne San Jose, and why they are a huge fan of her music and her personality, and because of the way that she treats fans. But before we get down to our conclusions and everything, let's start off with Julianne's early life. Julianne actually got a first taste of showbiz when she was 3 years old, when she joined Little Miss Philippines.
Magiging paglaki mo?
Magiging artista.
Now, if that wasn't the most adorable thing you've seen in your life, I honestly don't know what is. But besides the early beginning when she was 3 years old, it actually was not until a few years later when she joined Pop Star Kids.
Tonight, it's Julianne's turn to sing on stage.
A singing competition which was hosted by also a celebrity in the Philippines who goes by the stage name Kyla. I'm pretty sure you've heard of her before as well. She is also a very, very talented singer.
Because of you, my life has changed.
And although she didn't win the competition, she was, however, part of the 5 finalists, which would later be formed as the group Sugar Pop.
The newest kid idols, sina Rita, Pocholo, Renzo, Julianne, and Vanessa.
It was also around this time when she started posting YouTube videos. Her earliest YouTube video upload to date, according to her YouTube, being December 3rd, 2007. As you can see, Julianne has been at it for a very, very long time. It is also worth noting that she didn't really have a lot of showbiz connections. She didn't have any famous parents, she didn't have any famous relatives really to help boost her career and jumpstart her career from the get-go. And throughout this video, it will be quite evident that she had indeed struggled and worked hard for her career for quite some time, which involved an enormous amount of hard work. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in 2007, I was in high school. I believe I was a junior in high school at the time, and seeing as Julianne is now 24 years of age, I am 27, she was 3 years, she was either in 6th grade or just starting out freshman high school. Now, that is in no means a way of comparing other people's lives, because again, everybody has their own starting points. Julie just started really, really early and worked really, really hard from a very young age. And it's okay that people have their own starting points. Not everybody is the same. Just don't use it as an excuse to be lazy. Alright? Now, Sugar Pop lasted for about a couple of years. And you know, of course, when puberty hits, the boys kind of start this awkward phase in their lives where their voices change and they have to adapt. And right about the time when SOP, a Filipino noontime variety show, ended, so did the group. SOP was later replaced by Party Pilipinas, where Julianne was a regular performer, and also having been the only one retained from the whole group. And it's also worth noting that currently, out of all the members, only 2 people are active in the business, namely Julianne herself and also Rita, the one who won the competition at the time. And really, it was in Party Pilipinas where she was kind of able to showcase her talents a lot more. And as we all know, Julianne is not a one-dimensional artist. She is extremely talented, and having displayed all of that, she was able to display her talent in playing the guitar, the drums, the piano, you name it. Party Pilipinas had these musical segments where they regularly featured Julie, the most popular of which was the Wasak musical. It was a musical retelling of Romeo and Juliet, but with a twist.
Ganda-ganda niya, no? Habang tumutunog ang gitara sa'kin, makinig ka sana, tumunog ka sa bintana na parang isang harana sa awit na aking sinulat ko kagabi. Huwag sana magmadali at huwag kang magkatubili dahil kahit na wala
Now, it is also worth noting that the so-called barangay that they were in which was the setting that the musical was in, was called Verona, akin to Romeo and Juliet's actual setting as well, in Verona, Italy. And for those of you who are confused what a barangay means, for my English audience out there, it was formerly called a barrio, B-A-R-R-I-O, and it is considered the smallest administrative division in the Philippines. And it is the native Filipino term for a village, a district, or a ward. Now, it was also with this musical where she was paired up with Elmo Magalona. Elmo is the son of the late Francis M., who was considered the pioneer of Philippine hip-hop. Now, the pair actually lasted for a little bit more than 2 years, but unfortunately they never really got to record a track together, but they do have a lot of performances online that were either on the show or they recorded doing covers of certain songs. And as you can see, they were quite the couple back then. And it is also worth noting that despite all of this happening right here, and despite how busy she was with this, she still kept her Ustream sessions ongoing this whole time. Live sessions where she performs a bunch of songs and does Q&A sessions with fans. It is very evident at this point that Julie is somebody who is really engaging when it comes to her fans. In July 7, 2011, together with Samara Sounds Studio, Julianne released a cover of Nicki Minaj's Super Bass.
I am Julie and I make them do some back comes up. Boy, you got my heart beat running away, beating like a drum that's coming your way. Can't you hear the boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, bass?
Which garnered millions of views, and at such an early time in YouTube, for a video to garner that many views was already quite the huge deal. And it was at the time where virality was a lot more natural than it is now, where now it can sort of be manufactured to a certain point. And so back then it was really a lot more impressive than it would be at this current day. Now, the popular opinion was, if it wasn't for her ongoing Ustream live sessions and uploading YouTube videos, there might have been a chance that she might have been overlooked by the management and thus not given a chance. And it is just a testament to how powerful social media platforms are, folks, and it should never be underestimated regardless of the circumstance. It is undeniable how social media platforms as a way for Julianne to reach out to her fans has indeed greatly helped and boosted her career, something that a lot of celebrities didn't really tend to do. But if it's not evident at this point, it was very obvious that Julianne in a way was very, very ahead of the game. Proof being that even big stars such as Will Smith didn't really start out in YouTube until much later on, once they recognized that YouTube and other social media platforms are a huge way and are currently starting to become the norm when it comes to entertainment and when it comes to creator and content creators, due to a massive repertoire of people who can upload their own concept without going through the whole filtration system that is corporate or the executives, which is prevalent pretty much in places like ABS-CBN or GMA or HBO. Hence why amazing creators such as Casey Neistat, among others, have decided to go the YouTube route because, as I quote Dan Mace,
I choose to rather join the fucking tidal wave of young-minded creators.
But I digress. It was only in 2012 when she was given her first solo album, which was a self-titled album, Julianne San Jose, which went on to achieve diamond status, which is, to be honest, amazing at a time and era of digital downloads. After the whole Julie Elmo thing ended, unbeknownst to me or the others, and correct me if I'm wrong, Julie opted to not have a permanent love team anymore. She made this conscious decision not to have a love team anymore. And if you know, the Philippines as a country, love teams are pretty much the biggest deal and probably is the fastest shortcut you could take to fame. I believe, in my opinion, that this might have been a much better choice in her career, longevity wise, because once you're in that whole spectrum of being in a love team, you don't really have much sense of individualism. You are together packaged with another person, and if by any reason that your love team gets separated, well, the fandom itself kind of starts to collapse. And a lot of the times when it doesn't end well, or the fans are not satisfied of it ending, it could lead to a lot of hate. And this is one of the reasons why I admire and why people love Julianne as well, because the whole time her whole focus was going to be her music, her art. That is why a lot of her appearances on TV have some type of music to them, at least the ones that she was really famous for. And of course that includes her current show, My Guitar Princess, where she, well, you guessed it, she sang as well.
Is it love that I'm feeling? Got me feeling weak.
That's our girl Julie.
Love when you try to bring me
Now, obviously, she did have other TV shows where she acted as well, and in those shows, she may have had leading men, but they were never really a permanent thing, and never really quite defined her career. 2015, she was offered an EP for international release. This was where songs such as Not Impressed and Tidal Wave came from, and I believe Phil Starr actually wrote a really good article about this, about her not really pursuing international fame. Certain things worthy of note would be her father initially didn't really want her to be in showbiz due to the intrigues, and he was afraid that, well, she might not have finished her studies, and so she made a deal with him that she would continue her studies no matter what. And this is quite a show of filial piety on Julie's end to respect her father's wishes, while at the same time being able to chase and pursue her dream, and at the same time give her father type of sense of security, where even if her career doesn't work out, or maybe when she decides that she has had enough of the showbiz life, she will still have a career to fall back on. One of the more admirable things about this is in 2016, she was not only preparing for a major concert, she was also taping a show, and not only that, she was also finishing up her thesis, all at the same time. And I couldn't even finish my homework until 2 periods before it was due. Really, in conclusion of everything here is that at this point, you should know by now that Julie is very accommodating to her fans, not only in public or when she does concerts, but also online, where she at times at Twitter she has these hashtag Ask Julie Twitter sessions where fans can ask her just about anything, which really is a testament to how Julie as a person. I believe the reason why Julianne San Jose has such raving fans and hardcore fans is because of how she treats her fans as well. She does not give off the vibe that she's above and beyond her fans. She's not, if you compare to some celebrities at times will even be rude to their fans, even when their fans are not being rude at all to them. Case in point being the Kardashians. People pay hundreds of dollars for the Kardashians to be in a meet and greet, and they wouldn't even meet their fans or even talk to them. And when their fans would ask for pictures, they would give such a snobby attitude. Now, she also has an album set to release around Q3 or Q4 of 2018, which is something that we can definitely look forward to. All in all, Julianne San Jose, as a person, as an artist, as a public figure, as a role model, is definitely the epitome of hard work. And she is definitely not an overnight success, and impressively maintaining her career, thriving in the industry, while still respecting her father's wishes and being an example to the Filipino youth. So in the end, Julianne not only is a person who is very passionate about her career, she is also very passionate when it comes to her fans. And in turn, her fans are also extremely happy for her success and continuously support her all the way through. And that's all we have for today. Alright guys, thank you so much. And again, if you like content like this, if you like vlogs as much as I can, I really want to make this a daily thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And again guys, this has been Little Fatty. See you guys in the next vlog. Alright, peace!